People have asked me, how do you use your dosing syringe with a big needle attached to it? Don't you poke yourself? No, I have never poked myself, and I will show you exactly how I do it. I carefully, after I bring up 1/2 of the milliliter dose that I'm going to be dosing under my tongue, obviously I'm going to have HCG in here, and I slowly put it between my teeth and squirt the dose underneath my tongue like this. It goes right under your tongue, and you want to hold it there for a good 10 minutes. You will find when you're doing your first dosages of sublingual HCG that you're going to have a lot more saliva in your mouth. And don't worry, that is completely normal. You'll get used to it. It doesn't do that every time. It's probably the first 2 or 3 times. I think it's the B12 totally awakening your blood vessel system in your mouth, and it does produce more saliva. You will get used to it. You will become a pro at it. It's not a big deal. And there will be liquid left over after the 10 minutes. It doesn't all dissolve. So some people think that there shouldn't be any left. And there is. So what I do is just swallow it. The B12 is so good for us. It's good for energy, and I am never sick when I'm taking B12. Could be the silver too, I don't know. And people have asked me, why do you use the silver and why do you use the B12 together? Why can't I use something else? Well, I've always used the B12 and silver. That's just how I've lost all my weight. And so I like to show people that is how I lost the weight. That is what I use. This is the recipe. But you can change it up. I've always used 13 milliliters plus the 2 milliliters. Total of 15 milliliters for one 5,000 IU. You can switch that up. You can use more silver if you'd like. You can, and less B12. As long as it's 15 milliliters. People have used other mixtures to the HCG. I've tried the alcohol vodka once, and I found that it stung my mouth. It didn't feel good to have it under my tongue for 10 minutes. It actually stung, even though it was just a small amount. That kind of surprised me. And recent studies have found that any type of vodka or any type of alcohol actually eats away at the HCG, and we don't want that happening, so I would recommend not using alcohol with HCG. Other people recently have been using sodium chloride or saline wound wash that you can buy at any pharmacy or any drugstore. Yes, that is cheaper, but I prefer, or I would not prefer, to have a salty taste in my mouth when I dose 2 times a day with HCG. So other mixtures do work and people do lose weight on it, but that is the reason why I use the B12 and silver. The B12 is a transporter for the HCG to get into your blood system. The silver, the colloidal silver, is a great natural preservative. When you mix 15 milliliters to one 5,000 IU HCG, that will give you a total of 15 days of dosages. So if you want to do a full round of HCG, which is 40 doses, you need 3 of the 5,000 IU size HCG to complete one full round of the HCG. If you purchase a 10,000 IU HCG, you will just double the recipe. So you need a total of 30 milliliters of liquid to a 10,000 IU HCG, and that will last you 30 days. When you purchase one of my kits, it will last, with the recipe that I provide, 13 plus the 2, lasts up to 5 times mixing with a 5,000 IU of HCG. So it will last as long as 1 round plus more. It will last even longer if you do change up the recipe. Say if you want to use maybe half and half of the B12 and silver, it will last longer. When doing sublingual, you do not have to be so sterile with all of your syringes, needles, etc., like you do if you were doing injections. Obviously with injections, you don't reuse any of the needles or syringes. So with a sublingual kit, and you go to use it for your second round or etc., you just wash and reuse. So you can just take regular dish soap and warm water and rinse all the equipment out, the amber storage bottle, and your needle and syringes. Mixing your HCG is so easy and so simple, and it's a great way to lose weight. To find more information or to buy more mixing supplies, visit my website, www.hcgdietmart.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.